Hey guys, I'm having internet issues, and to be honest, it's really pissing me off. Like, why can't things just work? I made a video, tried to upload it, it rendered okay, and then it wouldn't upload. So I'm gonna make this instant webcam video, because I mean the same thing happened the other week, and like I I go to upload to YouTube and it says something like it's gonna take 4,000 minutes. Anyway, this is uninteresting. I'm gonna make a small webcam video telling you what I wanted to say about the book. I haven't read the full book yet. I've read about 200 pages of it. And I was so excited to read this book. I was beyond belief excited to read this book. And to be honest, to put it bluntly, so far it has really let me down. And not just that. I think it's a really bad piece of writing. Shock. No, well, yeah, shock. So I just want to read you a passage that kind of, I mean, I feel like she's breaking a lot of rules, and Sarah's going to tell me it's literature, it's art, there are no rules, but there are some rules. One of those rules is show, don't tell. Uh, you write these books, you write these characters. You want your readers to do some work. You want them to infer certain things. You want them to read in to your writing. Um, this is I think part two, chapter three. Um, maybe. Yeah. And this is actually, paradoxically, this is one of my favorite chapters in the book, but this passage really illustrates what I'm talking about. Fats and Andrew were perhaps equally aware that the admiration in their relationship flowed mostly from Andrew to Fats, but Fats alone suspected that he needed Andrew more than Andrew needed him. Lately, Fats had started to regard this dependency in the light of a weakness, but he reasoned that, while his liking for Andrew's company lingered, he might as well miss a double period where he had to do without it anyway. Uh, do you see what I mean? Like, these kind of things. Who depends on who? The dynamics of their relationship. How they both feel about their relationship. These are things that should be moments in the book. These should be elements of dialogue. These should be things that they say. These should be things that us as this is the work we should do. A lot of this book reads like a critical essay about pre-existing characters, and it just falls so flat. The best example, actually, is I think it's either part two or part three, is basically a history lesson of Hagford, and it is basically 30 pages of exposition, and I was reading it literally shocked that that was in the book, and that the editor hadn't gone, no, you can't, that doesn't need to be there. That really doesn't need to be there. That's just exposition. You need to get those facts out. If you want your readers to know those facts, you need to be more interesting than that. You need to not be so lazy. Um, if you've read so far, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And it really is quite shocking. She's obviously written a book that is very underwhelming and that is very based in normality and is very unassuming and unextraordinary, which is fine. In fact, my NaNoWriMo novel last year was very much that kind of thing. In fact, it was even set in a fictional English suburb. Uh, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Well, that trope comes from Jane Austen, but anyway. Um, and if you're going to write a book like that, then your dialogue needs to just be electric. It needs to sizzle. And in this book, it didn't. It was very flat and very dull. Your characters need to be really fucking interesting. And in this book, so far, they weren't. They were really dull. And it's just been this really flat and quite saddening experience. There are people out there that are going to go, "Who are you to criticize Queen Rowling?" And I think if I was on the other side of the screen, I would probably agree with you, but I'm not, so I won't. Um, that's basically what my video that I was trying to upload said in it. Uh, it looked better than this, probably sounded better than this, but what are you going to do? Here's a video. Here's a Tuesday video. Lauren, I'll see you maybe later today, maybe next week. I don't know. Goodbye.